Hello everyone, DCF here. Today we're going to be talking about the never-ending, hilarious hypocrisy of the Eagles fan base. The Philadelphia Eagles, undoubtedly, out of everyone else in the NFC East, they are the most they're the most laughable, most fucking pathetic ones in our division. Since there's really not that much to talk about, since Cowboys are kind of silent in free agency, I decided to talk about it. I'm so excited to tear into these fucking dipshits. So, let's get this out of the way really quick. By far, the most talked about topic that these two cities share are Dak Prescott or Carson Wentz. So, the big fucking question. A lot goes into this. How did you get him? What does he need to prove? What did you pick him up for? Let me just really quick Google that Eagles trade from last year. Okay, so here's what the Browns got. They got a first, a third, and a fourth round pick for the 2016 NFL Draft. Then they got a first and a second round pick. First round pick for 2017, second round pick for 2018. What did the Eagles get? Well, they got the number 2 overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft. They used that to get Carson Wentz. And the 4th round pick of the 2017 NFL Draft. So, it's pretty fucking easy to tell that the Eagles really have their hearts set on this. They're really depending on Carson Wentz to carry this team as their franchise quarterback. What did the Dallas Cowboys give away to get Dak Prescott in the 4th round? Alright, we got some stuff here. We have a rubber band, 3 lime Skittles, a boomerang, a Pokemon card, headphones that don't even work, and one stank-ass bitch. Alright, you get my point. We didn't give up shit to get Dak Prescott. And we were really just expecting him to be a backup quarterback for Tony Romo for maybe 1 or 2 years, learn from under Romo, and then who knows, he might be something in the future. So let's compare the stats, shall we? Dak Prescott, 3,667 yards, 27 total touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 104.9 quarterback rating. Carson Wentz, 3,782 yards, 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 79.3 quarterback rating. Right, so it's pretty fucking obvious that Dak Prescott is clearly the better quarterback statistically, right? Nope. Eagles fans say that Dak Prescott is only better because of the weapons that he has. Dez Bryant, Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley, the best offensive line in the league, Ezekiel Elliott, Bryce Butler, Jason Witten, you get the idea. Okay, so basically what you're saying is we're not comparing these two quarterbacks fairly because Dak Prescott has a 10 times better offense than Carson Wentz does. Which, I don't know why you're bitching at us about that. That's not even our problem. Tell you what, Eagles fans, if your numbskulled fucking front office actually gets Carson Wentz some weapons, a young bull running back, and an offensive line, then we can fairly compare them. By the way, I'm not impressed by Alshon Jeffrey. He only has 6 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons combined. I mean, do you expect me to gasp in fear? I mean, do you want me to cry? You want me to be scared? Jordan Matthews has had 11 touchdowns in the past 2 years. Hard to argue with these stats. Until your numbskulled front office actually gets Carson Wentz some weapons, an offensive line, build up your secondary a little bit, get a young, badass running back, then we can compare these two fairly. But for now, all we have to go by are the stats. And the stats point to us that Dak Prescott is by far better. Not to mention that he even made the Pro Bowl, in which Carson Wentz did not. We will wait until you get that offense, and then we can fairly compare these two. But for now, you're whining and bitching about how we're not comparing these two fairly, while simultaneously screaming about how Carson Wentz will be the next Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers if he had even half the amount of weapons that Dak Prescott had. I mean... Also, let's not forget when Eagles fans were calling this literally the worst trade in the history of sports. And remember that one time when Carson Wentz was booed by Eagles fans after he got drafted? Face it, you guys hate Carson Wentz. You actually hate Carson Wentz, but the only reason why you started liking him all of a sudden was because of Dak Prescott showing up in the preseason. And who does Dak Prescott play for? The Dallas Cowboys. So you know what? Might as well... You guys, it's funny because you guys even call it the Wentz wagon. You jumped on the Wentz wagon because Dak Prescott started doing good on the Cowboys. He started doing 10 times better than Carson Wentz. But because he plays for the Cowboys, you guys get butthurt, you get fucking triggered, and you start supporting Carson Wentz all of a sudden. Ooh, I hate Carson Wentz. I hate what we gave up to get him. This franchise sucks. I hate Carson Wentz. Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys is the best rookie to hit the preseason so far. Wait. Really? Shit. I have to support Carson Wentz now. Let's not forget what even your leader, EDP, said about unequal offenses. I'll put in subtitles that would relate to this topic.
Jared Goff is fucking garbage. I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, let's be real. You feel me? But coming to the defense of Jared Goff, I guess you can fucking say that, oh, he didn't fucking, he didn't have a line. He didn't have a line. His receivers are fucking trash, always dropping. He's going up against fucking tougher competition than Carson Wentz is at North Dakota State. Yeah, all these factors, all these fucking statements are true. But at the same time, it's like, nigga, for real? So get the fuck out of here with that Jared Goff shit.
And finally, this is my favorite part of the video. Eagles fans who actually make the argument that our offensive line is actually not good. That it's actually bad. It's terrible. Okay, can you give me some examples? Oh sure, let me just give you the shittiest example ever. How come Tony Romo always gets injured? Wow. Really? You're gonna use the most injury-prone player in the NFL right now as a way to support your argument. And keep in mind that Eagles fans, they are so confident about that point that they've even made memes about this. This is kind of a thing that's under the murky water, so you probably haven't seen it, but I've seen it many times. The Great Wall of Dallas, Tony Romo lying on his back. LOL, okay. Now, keep in mind, Eagles fans actually make this point while simultaneously screaming, rioting, and ranting about how Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are only good because of the offensive line. Your fan base is literally so dysfunctional that you're tripping over each other's logic. Is our offensive line good and Tony Romo just keeps getting injured? Or is our offensive line really bad and Dak and Zeke are really doing this on their own? As a matter of fact, just don't even answer that. You're praising us either way. God damn, dude. The stupidity of Eagles fans will never fucking get old. I'll never forget the time when I first saw that clip of Eagles fans booing Santa Claus. Get the fuck out of here, trash. Anyway, that's my video for this week. Just wanted to shit on some Eagles fans. I'll see you guys next time. And peace.